rules to this year's fashion show. Rule number 1, models must be present in all practices. Those who miss more than 3 gets dismissed from the show as a model. Second rule, models must be kind to one another. There is no form of bullying or disrespect tolerated, whether it be race, sexuality, or gender. Third rule, models must bring heels. For the men models, they must bring sneakers. There are no Crocs or slides tolerated. Fourth rule, models must not bring any friends or outside peers who is not part of the show to any rehearsal or practice. This will defeat the purpose of a show. And the last rule, have fun. You want all of our models and executive board members to have a great time in this long process. The more fun you have, the quicker it would be. The more stressed you are, the more draining you would feel. So make sure you have a great time.
You know the name, right? Practice. Entertainment. Hey baby, you done beat me too much. It's smart, make I see your dimple. Pretty girl, I'm loving your touch. Hey bad girl, spring you know the lingo. I never ever say you bye-bye. Never ever.
So this year, we actually had so many new models. We pulled so many of these new models from the side of the cafeteria, from the gym, from classes, word of mouth. Hey, do you know we have a fashion show coming up? Come audition. And you can tell in all of their faces that they were like, oh, me? Hell no. Most of the new models, because they were new, they thought they were just not good at walking. Most of them shorted themselves. Most of them killed it.
Baby, on your first chain, Halle Berry. One hit team, one my crew member, you celebrity. But to me, mama straight to Teletubbies. Very funny. Say, hey baby, you the baby.
We had exercises like the box. We had synchronizations. We had the X, trios, and singles.
I never ever say you bye-bye. Never ever leave you single. Anytime I need by your side, you make me feel
These exercises built so much chemistry. It gave them the confidence that they needed and that we all needed to get everything running for segments. We wanted to make sure that before we even touch segments and all these other choreographies, that these models were confident in all of those 4 aspects, because those 4 aspects really makes this whole fashion show. It shows the audience, it shows everybody that they know what they're doing, and they did a really great job. I was very proud of them.
Come on, then to see me big stone, but in their arms for the feel like a newborn. She be fresh like a new song, like a new dawn, like a newborn. So on, hey, show the way, or you're too strong. On my man, for the chin can form. To start to glitter.
Walking into practice, I open the door, I see 92 models. 92 models. I was nervous. You know, I had to show my serious face and, you know, try to look a bit intimidating. But deep down, I was like, God damn, 92 people just looking. And I'm hearing comments like, oh, the president is here. And I'm like, oh, God. Coming from a 5:30 class, that's the last thing I want to hear. It ended up going really smooth, though. Everyone listened. Everyone dropped their ego. Nobody had an attitude. We told them, all right, guys, you will be doing this. And everybody executed. No problems. First night went by smoothly. I went to bed great that night. That night only.
Qu'est-ce qui n'a pas avec toi? Qu'est-ce qui n'a pas avec toi? Yo, he's not ready. He's not ready.
There is no editing. That's why Wednesday's the last day.
No,
after that,
if
there's no
Wednesday's
edit.
the last day, I need to see pictures of me.
You're gonna. That's your assignment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I did.
I got.
Stop capping!
Right here. We're too tight. Right to this. Yes, because we called. Because we called.
She said her own name.
Baby, try to say away.
right?
Yeah,
you need him.
I need to
I
see him on
like a
Wednesday.
pearl,
I'm gonna see him
like,
on Wednesday.
he would
That's
love your
exactly
segment.
what
He
I'm
would
doing.
love your segment. He would be.
One mic entertainment. It's a hit.
52 days until the show. What's good, gang? You already know who it is. It's Glenn. I am an event coordinator. Built the spaces we was rehearsing in. I brought my speaker. I set up the chairs for every Monday and Wednesday rehearsal. But, Viv was really hammering down these flyers. She has an amazing mind. We're all highly creative, but, conjuring up these flyers is not an easy task too. So Viv was handling our flyers. And Adam, believe it or not, he may be silent, but he was very personal with the models. He would really make sure that, even if he saw anybody getting nervous, he would soothe them out of it. You understand what I'm saying? He would be a leader and just bring the vibe and the energy that the club wants to set. I remember it was Thursday, and this is for Viv's segment. My models, not my models, but my fellow models, my elephants, my piranhas, and my zebra. We could see it, scared shitless, and I get it. Day before the show, this the real deal. Lights is on you. We're walking in. This is it. And me and Adam started to play around with each other. We just going back and forth. That's a calm back and forth, but having that element, having that interaction can really take your mind off of your current stress, And I know, those weren't the only people anxious, because everybody was anxious, Like all of a sudden, you're out of character. All of a sudden, you're out of element, and you're forgetting your cues. It's understandable, but having people like Adam, having people like, Isaiah, or just people who really, they don't turn down their energy, they're always hyperactive, or they're always ready for action, having those people really aids into the whole show process, you understand? Because it's not easy being on the e-board, it's not easy running this, and my fellow event coordinators, they did a great job at producing and helping to produce the show. Of course, my big three, president, vice president, and treasurer, was getting it done too. A lot of backstage stuff that I still don't even understand, and they was handling. My secretary was getting her work into, having her what's the word? Her verbal aggression, okay, is needed, because we need people who's going to point the gun at you and it's like, it's do or die. What's going on? This is the deal. This is the real deal. It's do or die. And if we don't have those people on the e-board, then, nothing will ever get done. Not saying that, the higher ups don't have that, but it's good to have that within just the general e-board, Brazil social media coordinator, handling our posts while he's commuting back home. He doesn't even live on campus. He's somewhere in New Haven, I believe, or West Haven. My fault, Brazil. And our SGA rep, she just joined, and she's already, picking things up, handling things, and she's aiding any way she can. And, at the end of the day, I felt we was all event coordinators, no matter what our title was given, because it is our job to aid in this fashion show. It's our job to aid in all of our events, no matter what. We're not just saying this is your job, so do it. We're all helping each other, because we all get it. We all have lives. We all have shit to do. We all work. We all want money. We all want sleep too at the end of the day. We're all humans. And having that on the e-board really helps smoothen out the cake, because, shit gets bumpy. You feel me?
Hi, my name is Kathy Cost, and I work for the Center for Student Involvement. I am the fiscal assistant, and I help clubs and organizations essentially spend their money. So my role with the fashion show in particular, I not only help spend money in CSI, but I also meet the clubs when they come asking for money with the student government. So I started working with the fashion show when they came for their first budget hearing, which was probably about 5 weeks ago or so. So from that point forward, I worked with the organization to get the contracts out and help the students buy, order clothes, and manage the day-to-day little issues that popped up between then and now. And then also, this year I would say this is the first year that we put some due dates in. We gave them some due dates to work with, and I think that made a huge difference in the execution of at least how I'm perceiving the event. I don't know on the student end. For me, the contracts were done. We gave a firm due date. They were out at a certain point in time, and I know Destiny, Isaiah, and Hillary were very helpful in getting all the contracts back. So in years past, it hasn't been as structured, and this year has been a marked difference. A big step in the right direction. And we did the same thing also with the ordering of the clothes. We gave the students a deadline of when they were supposed to come in, and we always know that there's going to be issues and returns, so we kind of factored all of that into the timeline. And from my point of view, again, I'd be interested to see what the students say, but from my point of view, it's been very much more manageable, and I think we're cruising until Friday. So I'm very proud of the students because they were there every step of the way, and they really helped me when I needed the help.
Hi, my name is Dennis Lesko, and I am the Director of the Center for Student Involvement at WCSU. So I am the Student Activity Fee Manager, so technically speaking, I manage the funds that SGA gives to all of the clubs and organizations such as ACSA. So that I think is the big piece, and with that I work with Kathy Cost to make sure that we have all of the contracts in on time and the clothing is being purchased, and just to make sure that the funds aren't being overspent and keeping them within the parameters. And I think this year is different in, again, technically speaking. I think the organization is much more organized. And, we had sat down with ACSA and the leadership, and we put out a schedule and deadlines and everything else. And hopefully it has eased a lot of the stress on ACSA, because we have seen fashion shows in the past where there are contracts coming in 24 hours before the actual show starts, and people are still scrambling for outfits and everything else. So I would say giving a lot of credit to this year's officers in particular of ACSA, that the organization I think is there, which has I think made the production just so much easier to work with.
Hello everyone, Daryl Dennis, Assistant Dean, Student Affairs, Western Connecticut State University. One of my responsibilities is overseeing the Office of Intercultural Affairs, and that office is designed to support all of our students of color, all of our organizations that support our students of color, and just to be the go-to office for all the cultural programs, all the student-oriented cultural programs on campus. The role I play in the fashion show this year is different, because this year, in the past, I've always been just the administrator overseeing everything, but this year I'm actually the advisor to the African Caribbean Student Association, so I got a chance to be a part of the actual planning from the budget of it, looking at the budget of the program, signing off on the budget, having to do all the requests and everything through the students, and then probably first important to sit up front is just to be supportive of the students, be an office they can go to if they have a question, comment, observation, concern, and just to be overall support to the students. This year, you can see the students building on previous efforts as far as understanding how the process works, being more responsible, being more organized. This year, which is really needed this year because it's expansive. I think we went from 30, 40 models, almost double. I think we have over 80 models this year. And the models give credit to the student club because the models really represent the diversity of the university, which you want to put that out there as well. So I think it's great. So you can see the students building as they get more experience doing it. You can see them building towards doing a quality event.
If there was a fashion show handbook, there would be a page dedicated to the promo video. So we usually partner with media services to release a video about 2 weeks before the show, and it's a teaser for what the audience can expect. It's a way to show off models. They all look good in like one color. Its formations are being shown off. It's just a stylish video altogether. This year, we partnered with the art department to film our promo video in the gallery alongside the installation Address Earth, curated by Bibiana Huang Mathis and highlighting the work of 38 other visual artists. Seeing that the Griot Gala had more of a historical thorough line than our previous shows, we thought it would be a perfect opportunity to not only show our school's gallery some love, but also partner with an installation that had just as much culture variety and historical significance as our show this semester. Plus, it was promo for both sides. That don't hurt. 2 birds, 1 stone.
My name is Jillian Mirabal.
My name is Alua Timmy Lane, Emmanuel Akrolawu.
Hi, my name is Zanaya.
My name is Julia.
My name is Naya Foster.
And my name is Christian.
Jill.
Manny.
Y'all could call me Nay or Z.
Yeah, my best friend calls me Ju, and some friends call me Jules.
My nickname is Top Gun.
Mr. I Will, C Talk to him, whichever one you prefer.
I am 21.
17.
I'm 21.
I'm 22 years old.
I'm 21 years old.
I'm 20.
I am a senior this year.
I am a freshman.
I am a senior. Thank God.
I'm a senior.
I am a sophomore.
I'm a junior.
I'm a graphic design major.
Major is business management.
My major is psychology.
My major is HPX with a concentration in allied health and a minor in bio.
I am a liberal arts major.
And a business major.
I did the show last year and I just had a great time. It was just a lot of fun because I was a backstage kid, so it was nice to be on stage for once.
I wanted to get in touch with some of the roots of, being African American. Also, I'm adopted, so I just wanted to try to get in touch with more stuff, see if I could find out more things. But I also wanted to be around my people, so.
To be honest, it started growing up. My older sister, she's so much into fashion, and because of my height, she always thought that, I should become a model. My parents, however, weren't so much into it because I was super young, and they didn't want me to get into the business too early, too soon. So I ended up waiting, and then I found my opportunity here, and I decided to take it and see what happens.
I like to dress fly, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to meet new friends and meet new people in general. And, I'm newly single, so what better way to show out than to join a fashion show? I can show out in front of an audience.
Glenn actually asked me to join during Club's Carnival, and I thought it was a fun idea. I wasn't going to do it because I've been pretty busy, but I just happened to have a little extra time that day.
Well, I've been in plenty of the fashion shows before since my technically freshman year, but then we had the whole COVID year thing. So to me at this point it's tradition. It's always a knockout, so it's an amazing experience. The amount of friends I made from fashion show, the amount of people I met, the way it brings together the community at WestCon, and just it's something to, keep us all together and having positive fun.
Don't rush, slow touch, brown and white. Like I go country, grab and buy. We can go bust, eye for eye. We can lose trust. White rum, fizzy pop. Where you they go, we they go up. Catch my vibe, let me go off. Blam the trash, man it's so tough.
Alright, yo, put the belly on the body, make a catch.
Seen her watch, now she wanna give crotch. Boy got peas, now she hopping in the pod. Man, a real life sugar gal, I forget what. When she want dark, told her meet me at the top. Switching lanes the other day, I seen her waiting for a bus. Baby, this a Moncler sweater, diesel denim. Buy another one, my pockets fight like heather. Neck froze like I don't know no better. Benzo truck, white seats, and they leather.
I'm about to go crazy. You guys gotta pop out. You already know what it is. You get right or get left.
I am super pumped. I've never been a part of a fashion show before, so this will be my first experience.
I'm very excited. I want all my friends to see everything that we've been working on. The energy's great, so a lot of people are gonna like it.
Oh, but hi guys, my name is Savannah, aka Savvy Ant, and I am the bomb.com. Girl, if you can walk, I can walk. All right, we got two working legs. Even if you in a chair, girl, you can strut down road. Come on now, you see rolling right? Do it, girl, for you and your future family.
Fashion show.
39 days until the show.
This being my first year being responsible for a segment, not only one segment, but two segments, you know, I didn't really know what to expect at first. So I had the impression that I was just gonna follow the lead of like the more experienced E-board members, like Isaiah, Destiny, Hillary, that have been in the fashion show multiple times. And once I like got an idea, I was just gonna take it from there. But it was actually, it was a process, you know. Like I modeled in the BSU's fashion show, but this year I was actually responsible for a segment, so yeah, again, two segments, you know, Zulu. I initially had one segment to start with, which was just Zulu and whatnot. And I had issues with getting the clothes. I knew what I wanted it to look like, but I couldn't find those garments online anywhere. It's really hard. They had to be custom made, and if you did find them, they'd be like crazy expensive. So we came up with a solution. You know, my mom hit me up. He was like, hey, I have this guy, you know, designer, fresh out the boat from Zambia, which is where my mom's from. You know, I'm half Zambian, but yeah, it's like he's staying with Auntie Goretti. Hit him up, and we linked up. It was perfect. He met the models. He's a big personality, so it all worked out fine. You know, he really brought my image to light. And then on top of that, you know, the models, they got all fitted. They felt excited, you know. I had people help me out because I was still running my segment while he was fitting everybody. So, and the day he was fitting people, I had to make replacements because people weren't able to be in the show anymore. And then I actually just ended up working out for the best. Now with Essence, you know, I always looked at that as kind of my forte with the streetwear because I'm really into that, you know. I mean, I want to change my style up more, but still, like, you know, I like that kind of style. So it was really easy for me to pick out the clothes for the men. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be the first to admit it, that I was kind of nervous when it came to the women's clothing. Because I didn't know if they were really gonna like the clothes and all that, because I just, I didn't really know the rules to women's clothing, like what's allowed to go with what. So that had me a little nervous and whatnot. But they actually ended up liking it a lot. They was like, damn, I should have been in your segment. I like the jumpsuits you got them in, the jackets, all that. I was like, damn, y'all making me blush. Chill. But it ended up working out for the best. You know, there was definitely some hiccups though. You know, some clothes didn't fit them. Some clothes didn't arrive to the week of the show. Some stuff had to be replaced. I'm going back and forth to the mall the day of the show just to replace stuff because some models, like, you know, they missed the dress rehearsal, but I get it, life happens, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and I can't fault them for that. But I couldn't ask for a better group of models. You know, y'all really brought my image to light, and y'all looked exactly the way I envisioned y'all to look. Y'all bodied it, the attitude, the energy, it was all there. I really appreciate that, and I wouldn't want to do it with nobody else. You know, y'all really did your thing. So yeah, that's a special thanks to them, special thanks to the E-boy, you know, they going crazy. Show me what to do, but that's it.
My segment is called Reggae Revolution / Carnival. Basically, Reggae Revolution brings out the culture of, you know, reggae and Caribbean together mixed with streetwear back from the early 2000s or the early 2010s. It's basically a mix of of denim and other kinds of streetwear, just like as ordinary as you can imagine. It doesn't really match the picture of reggae itself, or we don't try to put as much reggae as it is. We try to show like the styles of how reggae artists or reggae followers like should be dressing like out in the real world.
My section is called the Gold Coast. The Gold Coast is Ghana when we were under the British colony. And March 6, 1957, Kwame, wow, I can't believe I forgot his name, but he was a political ambassador and he helped abolish their control of under us. But yeah, the Gold Coast, the first part we start off with, the story of Ghana being under the British colony. And then part 2 travels into modern Ghana, which is unity and cohesion throughout West, East, North, and South Africa, and the many tribes that there is in Ghana, the Ashantis and all that stuff. But Gold Coast is mainly the story of Ghana.
Okay, my segment is called Wildlife Seen Through Fresh Brown Eyes. My eyes are brown. If you didn't know. But, yeah, that's what my segment's called. Basically, my segment's more on, kind of like the wildlife. I focused on colors of animals, not specifically prints. So, if you're, watching the show, you'll see, the giraffe. I think the giraffe has its own print. But, some of the birds are more of, the colors in that sense. The first part of my segment is kind of more of animals specifically in Africa mostly, and then I have my second part, which is more of the birds, which is from Brazil and Rio, where my family's from.
My segment is the crown jewels, and basically it's about how minerals and resources and gems have been taken out of Caribbean and African cultures and brought over to more Eurocentric areas, but this is just a way to reclaim it and have the bodies of the people they were stolen from, donating them and looking gorgeous and celebrated and elegant. So, a little formal wear for the girls.
The female warrior segment. So the female warrior segment is about, I don't want to say just Benin or Togolese female warriors, because Africa within itself has 54 countries, and I know those aren't the only 2 countries that had female warriors that were fighting for their countries and fighting for their people. But the female warrior segment really entails those women that really fought for their country, fought for their people, wanted freedom, wanted the rights for them to live freely and not have to worry about being captured by the European slave holders.
My section is Mansa. Mansa is a section with a bunch of high energy and big steppers. We gon' be very, very just big stepping. Best way I could put it for y'all.
This year I have 2 different segments. I have one that's Essence, which is primarily streetwear, and I have another one called Zulu Throne. So back to Essence. This is streetwear, like I mentioned previously, and this is just going on to show people that when it comes to Africa, streetwear isn't just kente cloth and just all these animal prints. No, people can get down up in Africa. I just want to show that, they can pull off the kente and the patterns, and they can still pull up in a puffer jacket, That's what Essence is for. So my other segment is Zulu Throne, which is based off Shaka Zulu from South Africa back in way back. He was a big conqueror, warrior, king, and he's a strong man, but the biggest part about him that was strong was the women in his life, his mother and his sister. They shaped him to become the man he was. So I wanted to incorporate that into my segment to show that, it takes a village to raise a person, and, he's finding his queen, and has maidens that took part in raising him, and they raised other soldiers, and that's all that Zulu Throne's about.
My section is ancient Egypt. So I'm from Chad. Well, I'm American, but my mom is from Chad. The tribe we're from my grandfather, and this quoting, came and derived from ancient Egypt when it was called Kemet at the time. This segment means a lot to me because with the cultures we share with where I'm originally from, it matches my segment. And it's something I feel that it's a little bit, exposing, but it's something that it's me. And it's something I'm proud of and proud to show everybody who's here to watch the show. And it means a lot to me because I'm not hiding. This is who I am. I'm African.
The only sentence that I could come up to inspire my section is to believe who you are and don't let anyone else tell you what to do.
Element. That's it.
Okay. I'll say minha família no Brasil. So my family in Brazil. Basically, yeah, I want to say that.
What inspired my section? Black excellence represented.
Watching The Woman King really inspired my segment because after watching that, I learned that I might have had some female warriors like in my bloodline.
The prosperity of Mansa Musa.
It's really going off what I said earlier mainly. It's just like presenting, like just showing people that when it comes to fashion and streetwear in Africa, it's really just not like, oh, prints and whatnot. It's just to broadcast it, and I myself am just a big fan of streetwear. For Zulu, it's just to show the structure of the Shaka Zulu warriors and whatnot. And that's pretty much it. Women, men, that's it.
I think the creativity inspired it. I think this is a new thing that we never implemented in the fashion show for ACSA. We never showed that Arab fashion. I'm not saying I'm Arab, but how we dress is Arab clothing.
My favorite part is just basically the music.
My favorite part about the fashion show in general, that I can't give one answer for that. I'd have to say my favorite part of the year, this semester would have to be this entire fashion show because there's a plethora of amazing segments that we have choreographed this year. It's as vast from my segment being the Gold Coast, the history of Ghana. We've got Mansa Musa, Zulu essence. We've got the safari segment. You understand? We're all representing an African animal, not even African animal, a wildlife animal. We got crown jewels. We got the Egyptian segment, the female warriors. Like, it's truly an oral element of the African Caribbean culture. And I'd have to say that right there is really my favorite part about this whole thing.
My favorite part is the show. It has to be the show. But, of course, the models and just meeting so many people and, getting to interact with people that I haven't really seen on campus or, yeah.
My favorite part of the show in general, specifically for this one, the Griot Gala, is that there's a historical thorough line just connecting all of the segments. Usually we have just fashion, it's the carnival segment, you're always going to see feathers or you're always going to see African print, but for this one, because Griot stands for storyteller, each segment is rooted in historical significance, and I love that we're able to show our culture in that light to our audience and to our predominantly white audience. I think it's special because of that. And I'm Caribbean, as a little Caribbean girl here, I don't really get to share that side of me, especially as a theater performance major. So we're bringing a steel pan band, that's never happened. People don't even call it that, they call it steel drum. So that's something new that people aren't experienced to, and I love that the show is doing that.
I'm gonna be biased, I'm gonna say my segment. No, honestly, my favorite part of the show is working on it, the preparations, getting everything together, whether it's staying up till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, or just working individually with the models that are days that are not Mondays and Tuesdays, just taking your time away from the time that you have to just chill, but to work on the segments or the fashion show. There really isn't any downtime, but overall the preparation, is really the best part, because once you actually see the overall look of everything, it's like, dang, we really put this together. We really did this.
I can't say mine. Nah, but my favorite part is always the performers. Any of them. They're all of my favorites.
I just want to say I like how good everybody we're all collabing. You know, everybody has such different segments and we're just all making it work. Especially the performance that we're gonna have from all over the states, outside the state. It's just a masterpiece. That's all it is.
My favorite part of the show is connecting with the models. Believe it or not, you're probably gonna see this now or later on. I grew a lot of love for them. I started building a lot of connections with them. People that I was like, I don't know about them. Eventually turned into special people. And now when I see them, I get to speak to them. And I know they look up to all of us as executive board and they see us as somewhat of a role model. And it feels nice to see all of us as college students sharing the same qualities of what the show will be. Working as a team, being patient with each other, being able to critique each other in such a fashionable way that nobody's taking it personal, just knowing that it's for the best of the show. And I just love interacting with them. They're the highlights of my nights. Mondays and Wednesdays when I have a stressful day, it's so nice seeing them. And I really care about each and every one of them. And I love to hear when they complain because I just know that it's something we need to work on and take accountability for. And I know they, again, look up to us. So it's a really nice feeling. And I love them. I really do. I'm gonna miss them after this. 25 days until the show.
You can't freeze up there. You know, you can't, because I froze up my first segment. Like, bless Nate for putting me in 2000s, but I definitely fumbled the bag. You know, I got some decent pictures, but I didn't make it what it could have been. You understand? And I definitely wanted to put that onto the new models. You know, I did my best to tell people, like, you can't be nervous up there. You can't freeze because then you're going to waste your time, you know? And the second thing I learned was really how to maneuver yourself on the stage, you know, without the audience knowing what's going on. You know, you're letting them figure out what's going on and you're showing them what's going on. So, for instance, in my segment, you know, I have my professionals in part one. Of course, there was a fuck up. You know, life is not perfect, so there was some fuck ups. But they played it off so well. Like I wasn't even upset. I was like, good shit, because you don't know what you would have done in that moment. You know, some people they fuck up, they bail out. You know, which isn't always bad, but like, you know, you can't be bailing out like that.
Okay. My name is Vivian.
My name is Kirk Kevin Stevenson Jr.
My name is Leah Chin.
Hi, my name is Brianna Woodson.
My name is Glenn Adote.
Destiny Samuel.
My name is Hillary.
Adam Logan Tobier.
How you doing? I'm Basil Usanga Jr.
My name's Isaiah Tamji.
People call me Viv.
My nickname from my family is BB or Cookie Dough. That's what my parents usually call me, but I usually go by KJ by close people.
Yes, my friends call me Lily, Chen, or Chia.
Everybody just calls me Brie.
My family members call me Kwejo. I have a middle name, which is Adaze.
Desi, Des, Sharky. Don't call me Sharky.
Yeah, y'all could call me Hilly.
Hey, Logan.
Don't call me nothing else but that.
My nickname is Zay.
I'm 20 years old.
19.
I'm 20 years old.
I am 20 years old.
I am 19.
22 years old.
I'm 20.
I am 22 years old.
I'm 23. I am 21 years old.
I am a junior.
I'm a sophomore.
I am a junior here at WestCon.
I am a junior here at WestCon.
I am a sophomore.
I'm a senior.
I'm a junior.
I'm a senior.
It's my senior year.
I am a senior.
I'm a health promotion major.
I major in digital and interactive media arts, DEMA for short.
I'm a social work major.
My major is biology and I am minoring in psychology.
My major is HPX, health promotional science, fitness and wellness.
Theater performance, if you couldn't tell.
Marketing and I minor in psychology.
JLA. I'm a business finance major here at WestCon.
I major in management information system.
Okay, my first memory of fashion show was actually, I want to say like freshman year during COVID. I didn't know anybody. And then I came on campus one day and there were like flyers about fashion show and I was like, you know what? I need to meet people. Like, I want to be a part of Western. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try it. Even though I haven't worn heels like ever before, especially high heels. And yeah, I just like tried it and then I had a lot of fun and then I was like, I actually like modeling. So, yeah.
My first memory of ACSA is when I first saw their fashion show called Afro Gaza, I believe what it's called. And I was just amazed from like the outfits that they put on for the models and everything. And I thought I would just like be interested in something like that in that kind of like, environment. When I was called for picking for like the next like members for ACSA, I was kind of like glad that I was picked as their representatives because I get to meet like all of the e-board members and got to be a little bit closer to some of them. So that's like one of the reasons why I enjoy it so much.
Okay, so what made me join the fashion show was I wanted to be a part of something. I wasn't a part of anything in school, and I wanted to be part of something that represented my culture. I had been to the fashion shows before. I thought they were so fun, and I wanted to help out more on the background side, so that's why I decided to join ACSA. Being a part of like the rehearsal process and seeing how much work people are putting in, but also that I'm behind the scenes also putting in the work kind of makes me excited to finally see the final project.
So my first memory with ACSA and the fashion show is actually, this is my first ever time being in a big fashion show like this, like actually walking with the members and everything, the models. But okay, and my first memory like actually coming in contact with ACSA was at the club fair where I actually met Isaiah and Glenn and everybody for the first time, and it was just a really welcoming experience and I wanted to be a part of it. I would say one of my favorite moments that make me never regret being a part of this is, shockingly, it's like the late nights where we're all together till like 11, 12, but we're just laughing and we're joking the whole time and we're just having a good time because one person did this and then the other person did this and now we're all just laughing as a group. And that just makes me think like this is all like really worth it. Like these are memories that we're gonna remember, being here late but still having a good time and enjoying each other's company. So that's one thing I'll remember.
This is my first memory with ACSA Fashion Show. I joined because I saw the chance to, really help myself grow within the e-board and also display and portray, my culture's history.
Wow, this one is just a long one. I remember it was during the pandemic. It was fall 2020 where we could barely be out and about. And I was going to pick up my spinach tomato pizza and a random girl stopped me in the hall. She was like, you right there, you have to audition for fashion show. Girl, you look so good. I was wearing sweats and like a ratty t-shirt. I said, Maybe next time. I was not planning on coming back. I was planning on going the opposite direction so I wouldn't have to run into her again. But then I remember I went back later that day for dinner. She was still there. She's like, well, you promised you're going to be back, so it's time. And I was like, you know what? For shits and gigs, okay, I'll go do it. I walked. I didn't even have heels. I just kind of strutted, did my thing, and then I got in, and then I just went because it was a place where I can talk to people in the middle of the pandemic where I was just at home all the time. I made new friends, and I realized it was actually kind of fun. The music was fun, the vibes were great, and then that same girl, Susie Asmoir, I gotta shout her out, kind of pushed me into joining student leadership, just on campus in general. And then I joined ACSA as an e-board member, and then I joined SGA, and then I became ACSA VP. Now, if I didn't come back to that room or come back to get dinner that one day, like, this never would have happened. So I'll look to her.
My first memory was, well, with the fashion show. I was a freshman, and we were practicing for the fashion show, but we never actually got to do the fashion show. I believe it was due to COVID. So yeah, but then my sophomore year I did it, and then junior year.
First memory of the fashion show was, what was it? I forgot the year. I think it was the COVID year. I forget the year. And it's the first time I've ever watched the show, and I thought it was amazing, and I wanted to be a part of it.
My first memory for the fashion show in the ACSA was before I was a student here. I came to see one of my cousins who was in the ACSA fashion show, and it was just like an electric experience. That's the only way I can describe it. You know, there's so much going on, so many colors, so many different types of styles, and I was like, I definitely want to be a part of this, and that's all it is.
My first memory in the ACSA fashion show was during COVID times. I was a sophomore, roaming around, trying to figure out myself still, after I was done with the sport that I thought I loved. The recent president came to me, spoke to me about the fashion show. My fellow guy Harrison also introduced me to the fashion show. I was really nervous and awkward about it, but it became a blessing. I started to find myself in the process and start learning more about myself. I started building confidence and realizing how worthy I am and confident.
ACSA on 3. 1, 2, 3.
ACSA!
11 days until the show.
Hi, I'm Donovan Shaw, and I'm the graphics designer for the Oxa Fashion Show. Part of my job is to design the backgrounds for the looks you will be seeing throughout the night. One of my favorite things about the fashion show is that it is an exploration and a celebration of Black voices, and as a graphics designer, I use bright colors and animations and lights to exemplify the Black experience and hopefully give you a showcase that you'll love.
You guys are in love right now, I understand. But I need you guys to form the circle. Education is key.
Y'all, I'm literally gonna shit my pants any second, but we're gonna do good. And thank you for coming. And yeah.
I absolutely loved the show. Absolutely loved the show. This show this year, honestly, it ran really well. Everything was just organized. We had amazing makeup artists. We had amazing designers that came, different CSUs that came and showed out. Everybody and everything just went according to plan. I couldn't have even asked for a better group of girls for my segment. Everyone helped each other achieve the same goal. You know, we're one band, one sound, and honestly, we all just stepped together. We really did exactly what we wanted to do.
Hi, my name is Mainga Sanderson. I'm a fashion designer all the way from Zambia. Literally, this is my first time to ever be on this campus in this university or in this side of life. But what brings me here is a very, very exciting segment of the show, which is very Zulu oriented. And I come from the central and southern part of Africa, so we are very rich with the Zulu aspect of life, and it's literally what we've been seeing. And just the very fact that I've been given a chance and opportunity to show what we are about as a people it means the most to me. So stay tuned. I hope you guys will stick around and see how it all mature, and I hope you enjoy and get to love my work. But yeah, see you soon.
Whether it's praying, meditating, sitting in silence, really reflect on how the day of the show will be. Really see yourself walking down the stage. The day of, we're gonna be here at 1 p.m. Walk on this stage as if the show is already happening. Usually when the show starts, the day of the show, I usually meditate about an hour or two, sitting where you guys are sitting by myself and just envision myself walking on the stage. Again, don't be scared. These lights is gonna be really bright. You won't really see the audience. Do what you guys have been doing. You guys have been doing a phenomenal job. So please, be who you are, be your best, continue to do what you're doing. You guys will rock it, I swear. Yeah, that's all my words.
So in ACSA history, we've never actually done run-throughs of the show. The day of the show is the first time we put it together and the first time you see it, which is why a 2-hour show ends up becoming a 3.5-hour show. However, this year, we started a week before doing dress rehearsals, spacing rehearsals, lighting and tech rehearsals to make sure that the show will be as smooth as it can be. But of course, knowing fashion show, it's never quite as simple. So imagine a week of the show. Clothes are missing. Models we have to change formations because the stage is smaller than what we practice on. People are disappearing. Performers are calling out saying they can't come certain times. Our host drops the show because his wife goes into labor. Everything that you could possibly imagine going wrong goes wrong. But we do this so we have the preparation to fight those fires and get through it.
Hey guys, it's Leah. Come, I'm gonna show you guys something. Look at the lighting.
Ooh, come on now.
You see it? This is where we control everything.
This is where the magic happens?
This is where the magic happens.
My man in the back, he throwing up something. Do it again. Let's see it. We come in peace. We come in peace. Heard you.
Period.
My man up here.
When y'all see the lighting on stage, just know who back here doing it.
It's Leah holding it down. Remember that.
Me, I got my boys, my other boys, and the 2 other boys that aren't here right now.
You want a fit check?
Period.
You want a fit check?
No, not today.
I heard you. Not today.
We
Not
gonna
today.
see you at the fashion show.
Yeah.
Period.
Copy.
Baby, gonna, will you give me sugar? Wala, wala.
In English, I need God.
We gonna be shirtless?
Yes.
Alright. Wait. Hey.
I'm missing 3 outfits from my fucking segment. 4 men's outfit missing.
Yo, get
My
right, get left.
men's outfit missing for part 2 and part 1 for Glenn.
When we first brought the models into the space, we had boxes and boxes of clothes, shoes, heels put away. The first day they tried it all on, it was fine, it was perfect. The next day, 4 pieces are missing. The next day, 7 pieces are missing. We come to find out some models don't even have clothes for their segment to begin with. They never tried anything on. It's the day before the show. So we're running around making PCAR requests, trying to go to Primark, pull something out, all this hustle and bustle because we want to make sure the show is as perfect as it can be. But of course, things always go wrong. Slides are missing, so we're working on the graphics for the background, and maybe some people forgot to put some things in. We have lighting board going down. We have the sound system working on half operation. It's a mess. And you can see the models are getting frustrated. You can see e-board is getting frustrated. And I know everyone's mad because they truly believe in the show and they're passionate about it and they love it. So, at that time when people get a little rude with me, I try to play it off because I know at the end of the day we're tense because we know it's going to be good. And we know we practiced so long for the show to be what it needs to be. It's just those little kinks to get through to make sure it gets there.
Good job, E-board.
It's like that.
You know what? It's like whoever comes to practice, whoever's here, they get the spot.
Shit, I was there, and I had 18 people looking for me to try and that's what I'm saying. But okay, more.
E-board problems. E-board problems.
I don't play. You will never ever find another like me. Yeah, you should know you made my day, and I lost my horse when you came my way. Really changed my mood. Oh, you're so rude. Yeah, them I try push up intrude. But you're well subtle and smooth. Yeah. Pull up another party, yeah. I know what you nobody, yeah. Pull up another Rari, yeah. Bare feelings them I carry. Pull up another Audi, yeah. I know what you nobody, yeah. Pull up another card, yeah. I know what you nobody but you. Pull up another ladder, but me have the Benz and the Prada.
If that happens, if y'all walk too long on the day of, are y'all just gonna stand there? Music is off?
That's why I had to go.
I'm throwing it back 20 seconds, please.
Hey guys, welcome to the last practice dress rehearsal. We got Bree over here.
Hi, everybody looks good. The outfits look good. You know what I mean?
Everybody got their hair done, nails done,
toes white.
Are you nervous?
Yes, I'm very nervous.
I can't wait to see you all dressed to impress, show out, and come with energy. I want to hear everyone going crazy, all right? Bye.
I love anything that black people do.
Black excellence all around. Period. Come on. Serving melanin.
Period.
Serving different continents.
Dr. Dollar
But regardless of the highs and lows, all I know is when that curtain opens,
It's showtime, baby.
You want a proper fix? Call me. You want to get your kicks? Call me. You want your cheese sticks? Call me. Me have the remix? Call me. From the other days, like I play some boy I play. Me hear the girls calling, hear the girls bawling, hear the girls crying out. She said, "Beanie,
I want a dude with the wickedest slam. I need a 1, 2, 3, how a man. I want a dude who would time it to the fan. I thought that can handle his biz like a man. I want a dude with the wickedest slam. I need a 1, 2, 3, how a man. I want a dude who would do me in his van. I thought that can handle his biz like a man.
if you love it, allot me one time. Allot me if you want the wickedest wine. I know it's been a while, but baby, never mind. Cause tonight, me, I give you the..."
Of course, in light of the show, designers decide to come in last minute. Performers want to switch where they perform and the time span they do, and models decide to have an attitude with each other, and hotheads start becoming hotheads, and I'm like, yo, we cannot afford this. You have a model who's over here hyperventilating and shaking. I'm sorry, Mr. Personality, but I have to expose you. And I'm like, damn, I start panicking. You have another model, sorry, Angela, who's drinking like 10 water bottles, catching a panic attack. And just more people keep showing up. But guess what? We did phenomenal. We did good. We did our thing. I don't know what happened after Glenn's segment, but every single person flourished. It made no sense. We looked like doo-doo the night before. How? And we were panicking. And we did what we had to do. Like, I cannot fathom it. But what really gets to me is that after all this time of hard work and budgeting and the production aspect of the show and finding DJs and last-minute hosts, it's all over after 2 hours. It's done. And it's kind of sad, but, it's a relief. Nobody understands how much it is to plan this amongst an e-board and how many models, are new to this. Nobody sees that. They just see a show and it's way more to it, but it's done. And that's all that matters.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. ACSA 2022 Fashion Week. It's Fashion Show. It's Fashion Week. And that's done. We out.
Say everyone in my segment, you guys did so good. It was perfect. I love y'all. Yo, where's the little?
I just want to say, it's a little hot. We did this shit. Took a long time. Did 2 months, you feel me? But you know what? We turned up, right? We turned up.
Popping out, guys.
Honestly, I feel like we did that shit.
Different fashion, you know? Tell me, say one thing, Nancy can't understand. One thing, Nancy can't understand. What make them a talk about me ambition? Say what make them a talk about me ambition? Come and say some of them a ask me where me get it from. Just some of them a ask me where me get it from. I told them no, no, it's from creation. I told them no, no, it's from creation. Bam, bam, hey yo, what a bam, 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 dilang, bam. You come in at the place and me say well slick. Bam bam, hey yo. Ta-wa-ta, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, hey yo. Ta-wa-ta, bam bam, hey yo. Say what-ta, bam bam. That's some of them a say me want come and shut them plan. I told them no, no, me a one business woman. Sister Nancy she a 1 in a 3 million. Sister Nancy she a 1 in a 3 million. So bam bam, say what time bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, hey. Say go, Sister Nancy, make you go. I tell you, say fi go, Sister Nancy, make you go. I know it from me head straight down to my toe. I tell you, ta-ta.
You about to get jiggy, the Afro-Caribbean way.
Make your body so. Long down the list, Sister Nancy, make your body so. He bam bam, what a bam bam, he bam bam dilang, bam bam, he bam bam dilang, bam bam, what a bam bam, hey yo, tell me say what a bam bam. This woman, I never.
Are you serious? Chill. No.
1957.
57.
March 6th.
Yeah, I know it's March 6th.
Gala's a Pisces.
Yes, sir.
Now this one dedicated to the girl with the angel face and the devil heart. You know, so ragamuffin check and
Is that Mr. COVID free?
COVID free indeed. 28 days.
I have like 20 videos of you
I
doing
know.
that.
Yeah, what's going on?
Why I seen him in before?
What's going on?
It's because he's light skinned.
I need an answer.
It's because
right
he's light skinned.
now.
That's why.
I need an answer.
Is that what it is?
living can hold Jack and say, girl, you pretty. Your face it pretty, but your character dirty. Girl, you just a act too flirty. You run to Tom Dick and also hurry. And when you find your mistake, you talk about you sorry. Come now.
Have a cozy corner where she jokes and where she jam. She know about Luke, Jack and every money man. Make love with the coolie Chinese, white man and Indian. The wickedest kind of girl that miss a play.
She can curse. Get the fuck out of here. I never
Her beauty's like a bunch of roses.
Thought it'd be easier to implement something.
Sorry.
I was like, this is a long ass.
I'll get so carried away.
So the
Murder she wrote, na. Murder she wrote.
Watch your mouth stand still. You not pay me like bill. You press a ragamuffin and you wine get kill. Girl, keep wait. 'Cause you a baby.
Nah, that feeling, bro. I don't know your shit. Hey, you need a filling? You feel there for play? I really want to go big. Bitches now with the flow.
Sorry.
Now every middle of the year, this young girl have a passion for the coolie white man Indian, not kill an infant. And just the other day, me see her 6 months pregnant. Now she back for sweet again with not a baby in a prom. Do you heard about this girl? Her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. And if I ever tell you about Maxine, you heard her say, I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote.
Is it on? Now it's Oh, it's on? Damn. You want to be in it with me? Yo, but we outside with the realest nigga alive. Word like, yeah, come shimmy.
Yo,
We outside the room at 18.
we don't gotta get on it.
Your mantle.
Yo, if you don't pop out, you. Nah, what he said.
Say it again, Joy. Say it. Where you want them to move? That way. Follow me on TikTok, money_making_mace. You already know the vibe, like damn, cuzzo. Like damn.
Oh God, my name is Christian and I'm talking to him. See, talk to him.
And try to restate the questions. If you don't, it's okay.
Okay.
But just don't double, like.
So do I have to be like, what is your name? My name is Leah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you don't do it, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So what's your name?
Okay, wait. So do I have to say what is my name again? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. That was a dumb moment. Okay. Yeah.
Because you nah shock out when you hear the ragamuffin, if you jump and shout, no touch me gate. You not pay me what I read because great is great, you're under it. Come
Now
on.
you heard about this girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses.
Let me tell you something. If your favorite Starburst, right? If your favorite Starburst is the pink one, you're weird.
Girl, how you bad so? How you bad so? How you rude so? I wanna take a little piece of that. Just give me permission to walk you. Hey, cause any whining girl, I don't want to interrupt you. See, I'm telling you, baby, the way you behaving. When you whine like that, tell nobody to stop you.
Cry, oh, don't cry, oh.
feeling in?
Y'all feeling?
You feeling in?
I'm hitting this dance for Hillary.
Oh, for Hillary.
Yeah, for her segment.
For her segment.
For the greater good.
For the greater good.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Yes.
I don't want to guess.
Yeah, Scorpio.
You seem like an earth sign. No?
Sagittarius.
I can't even know the element.
Yeah, Sagittarius?
You know something, Crystal? You know, you're very beautiful. Can I give
Thank
you a like?
you.
Can I give you a like? Can I give you a like?
On what?
Now walk away from me. Yeah. Yeah.
You a Virgo?
Virgo.
Because why are we Aries?
I'm an Aries. Why are you over here? Why are you over here? It's big Leos over here. It's big Aries.
Anyways,
Pisces.
we are Pisces, the best sign out there.
As you can
I'm a Pisces. My big three are I'm a Pisces, Aquarius, and a Scorpio. Get to know me. I'm a Taurus. I'm a bold bitch. Roar!
What's your sign?
Oh, jump scare. And Ariana
She was
Grande's
like-
video, she was like, so I wasn't supposed to talk about this, but like, I was actually supposed to be in the video.
Oh.
We were
I was
circling
there
back.
a little too much, to be honest. Like, dang, so close.
Why are you shirtless again?
Because I'm hot. I'm
You're
sweating.
going out. You're gonna go out.
I need my 20 minutes of fame. What's up?
Oh my gosh. No. How y'all feel about Friday?
I'm not gonna lie. Shaking in my boots, but yeah, I'm a little scared.
Come on now, y'all got this. Y'all ain't shaking your boots. These are veterans. They playing with y'all. They been done this. How you feeling? Cause you black. Come on now. Let's see the fit. These are stacked pants. I remember when he got those. We told him not to, but he still got those pants. I remember that. That was freshman year. No. They touched the bottom of the ground.
You know where I got these from? The first fashion show I ever did.
I was there.
Nah, that's actually true. Nah.
Sorry. Redo that. I'm so sorry, Crystal.
What year are you?
Year 2023. 2019. Huh? I am a senior. Should I redo that one?
No, it's good. It's Yo, bro, relax. Matter of fact, this is my second, third, fourth, fifth vlog, bro. Be outside, follow my TikTok. You already know what's up. Mason is the coolest nigga here. Word to me.
All right, never mind.
Yo, what's up? Give me the camera back. Yeah,
Like, shut up.
Pull up.
No, he was right here.
Just tick tock, what you right on the ticky and a wine on the tucky and a right on the ticky and a just tick tock, what you right on the ticky tick tock, right on the ticky tick tock, y'all bend, give me that bend, no give me that walk and wine with the bend, no give me that bend, no give me that bend, no give me that walk and wine with the bend, no give me that work, no give me that work, no give me that walk and wine with the work, no give me that work, no give me that work.
Don't come up to me acting like you know me. I don't know you. I don't know you. Right?
Stop it. I fucking love it.
What'd you just say?
My heart is jumping right now.
Almost there.
Day in the fashion show. Hey man, listen. Couple more hours. My mouth might be greasy, but it's alright though. We about to kill it, right? Right? Yo, man. Yeah, come on. Let's kill it, right? They call us the do-rag.
They don't know what's coming to them. That Griot about to hit different.
They call it the do-rag sensation, you know what I'm saying?
Are you okay?
Hi.
They keep trying to reach me, yeah, yeah. It's the magic for me. I make them weak till they run insane. So get me lit on a weekday. I'm on the way, and my ways on the display. And I'ma shut them all down on these days. It's my time, so put me on a replay.
Is it good? No, you're good. You're good. Thank you.
No, it's go time. It's show time. You know time.
You know time.
Oh, it's showing. It's a history. What the fuck? I was so close. I'm gonna start again. Okay.
Lifestyle like you
It's funny, bitch. Fetty the one out the two, yeah. Niggas, they know how I move, yeah. All of my niggas get fetty, they get to that birdie, they stay out the loop, yeah. They be like, do you still hoop, yeah. And you be trapping it too, yeah. Brody just got a Mercedes, he told me he ready to run up the loop, yeah. You play disrespect, you talk on my dad, you could send him a visit.